Welcome back everyone to Pacific Drive. Now I have been grinding for materials and stuff for a little bit actually. It feels like I haven't recorded this game in a while. But we finally have enough for the limb shield. So we need the limb shield to then go to the deep zone, I'm pretty sure they said. So they want us to store the bumper in the trunk.
Nice work on that limb shield, driver. We'll have the power grid prepped by the time you reach the old wall.
Okay. So my plan is to swap out this impulse, the limb pulse emitter, for the other one, because the front of my car always takes a big beating, so I don't want it to break. So it's going to go at the back, I think. I'm hoping it can go at the back. Yeah, and I wanted to make the turbo light engine, but getting those thermosap crystals, it's like so hard. Like that bumper that we just made, I think used 20, and I've got to get another 20. And so I'm just like, well, we'll get into the deep zone and see how we go. We might pick some up on the way. Okay, so we want to go here. I think we're going to do the highway and go up that way. Hopefully we can do that. Because that'd be quicker, right? Going the highway? I hope so. Alright. Oops. Watch the road. Now I've got another headlight just in case. I've got another tyre just in case. And I've also got battery jumpers and repair putty. So hopefully we are covered with whatever happens. I'm just gonna grab this fuel. We probably don't need any fuel right now, but yeah, we've used nothing. Just check. Yeah, that's full. I did run out of fuel when I went to the node just before the node that we have to get to. So just got to be conscious about fuel. I was nowhere near that wall of air. Oh, that's right. I've got some tapes to listen to.
Driver, you hit the jackpot. We've got a lead on what you're heading toward in the deep zone. Tobias, give us the rundown about the well.
ARDA classified it as a hotspot of ultra-high energy gamma radiation. Its eruptions were spontaneous, and ultimately ARDA made no conclusion about what caused it, when it would blow, or how destructive it would be. ARDA, of course, wanted to control this bottomless well of energy. Well, they brought in Dr. K and Alan to research activation and containment. They discovered a way to reliably trigger the well, and that was the remnants.
And that's what the remnants have been leading people towards. Well,
there is more. I'm pretty sure I found quite a bit.
this second report's a good one. Ready to hear where the remnants came from? The original remnants were created in Dr. K's lab. They aimed to create a trigger for activating the well. By infusing objects with a carefully calibrated limb wave, the ones that share a resonant frequency would...
Yeah, just get to the good stuff.
You know, you'd be a much better ghost hunter if it weren't for that unfortunate attention span. Reading this makes it obvious how the remnants ended up in the wild.
Wait, what? How?
The gamma ray surge that caused the mass hallucination event. That energy irradiated everything within a 10-mile radius. Objects with the right characteristics absorbed that energy and became the remnants people found out in the zone.
Wow. Francis would get a kick out of that one. I'll tell him later.
I've reviewed Dr. K's lab notes, and now we know what he was doing in that lab after the accident. Spinning in circles for years.
His injuries were real. Dr. K's radiation exposure should have been fatal.
And the minute he could stand on his feet again, Otis shuttled him right back to his lab and bid the monkey to dance.
They allowed him to carry on in the hopes that he would reproduce anything useful. He worked for 2 whole years before they quietly retired him from his post.
Sorry we scrambled your brain. Here's your pension. Bye.
Wow. Okay, so this is the last report that we got from his laboratory.
You've got that accident record ready, Tobias? It's time.
Okay then. September 14, 1961. Otta's finalized report on what happened that night. Dr. K and Alan were testing the activation potential of lab-created remnants. That night was a run-of-the-mill remnant test. Nothing out of the ordinary. The remnant in question was a tungsten cube. At 3:23 a.m., the cube was brought towards the well. The well reacted at nominal levels. However, at the 500-meter distance, the cube was sucked into the well and triggered the gamma ray surge. The energy output continued ramping up, and at 15 seconds, showed no signs of stopping. Then, Alan...
Go on. I can handle it.
Dr. K testified that Alan engaged the suppression protocol, then the kill switch, both of which failed. Dr. K ordered Alan to get to safety, but Alan insisted on staying at the controls. Only when he flipped the radiation polarity did the energy output plateau, then collapse back into itself. Alan's gamma radiation exposure was fatal due to his proximity to the well. So what for him? The entire zone might have gone under.
That's who Alan was. Loyal until the very end.
I'm sorry, Oppie.
I'd expect nothing less from him.
So he stayed to make sure everyone else got out and lived. Whoa, I didn't even see that car. I also wanted to make another battery as well, like a better battery, but I have to scan an anomaly.
You're not the first to try crossing the old wall since the anomalies moved in. But we'll make sure you're the first to survive. 2 things to keep in mind. First, to get through the old wall, there are 5 crossing points. You need to induce the electrical grid the entire way by driving the car close enough and fast enough along the conductors. You'll see them as you go. Once you jumpstart the grid, Tobias will route the mid-zone power your way, but no induction, no power, no crossing. Second, watch your battery gauge. You will live or die by that thing. Got it? Good. Start by connecting the power grid at the first crossing point. The controls will be up in the observation tower.
This place is weird. Oh, I better turn my car off, huh? Is it here? Like this says charge stop. Maybe that's charging my battery? That would be kind of cool. Oh, this is the circuit gate. Okay. So that must be the tower, right? It was that.
There are old shuttle stops at each crossing point. Use them to recharge your battery and hope they're still in working condition after all these years.
Have I scanned this anomaly? Devil grinder. This doesn't have fuel, does it? No? Okay. Oh, do I have to install the shield now? Okay, here we go. I've got 3 gates to do. So obviously this is A, right? Whoa. Alright, so that was the first one.
Tobias, how's the power routing?
Well, the neighbors are complaining about the flickering lights, but I told them to light some candles and sit tight.
Francis?
Levels are good, holding steady.
Whoa. Man, I hit it.
Circuit complete. Keep it up, driver.
Yep. Is that charging my car? Oh yeah, it's got the... Okay. I feel like I should have probably bought more medicine. Gonna quickly eat that. Where's the switch? Oh, is this gate already open? I see. Okay, so it looks like I have to let those things hit me.
supply is wavering.
I'm working on it. Our local battery farm is putting up the fuss. She hasn't been taxed like this in a while, but I'm easing her into it, don't worry.
Battery farms 1 through 3 are reporting total power drain. They're spent.
How long to recharge?
Could take up to a day.
No, I got this.
Yee. So does that mean if we're gonna run out of power, I'm gonna have to do all this again?
Oh, shit.
Total power loss on stations 9 through 15.
I'm on it. Oh, shit.
Get that power back up. The gate at the final crossing point won't open without it.
I'm rerouting power from Battery Farm 6.
Easy. Too much and you'll blow out your control center.
Too little and the entire array's going down. We have no choice.
Should I be hurrying or are they good? There is heaps of stuff here. Electrician's kit. Do I have one of those? I think next pit stop I'm gonna have to repair. Do I have to go through this every single time I want to go to the deep zone?
Battery Farm 6 core's overloaded. I mean, it's shutting down.
We can't lose the remnant. I won't let it go.
Get back inside. The radiation's peaking.
I've got to repair it. I'll be damned if I'm gonna let this plan fail. We're too close. Your theory, we can still prove it.
Stop. It's too dangerous out there. Tobias. Please, Tobias, come back.
Is Tobias gonna make it?
Tobias, please come back.
I'm at the battery farm. The fuel box is completely liquefied, but I can bypass it.
Francis, I need you back at the control board.
Not now, Offie.
The minute Tobias reroutes that line, you need to push the connection. Miss it by a split second and we lose the entire power grid.
No.
Almost ready. Please don't do this.
Why do I only have a crude headlight? I think everything else looks pretty good. Hopefully there's some fuel.
I gotta ask, were you around when the old wall was nearly breached?
You want to know if I was involved?
I mean, sure. No one knew more about where anomalies came from than you. Heck, I mean, you know, the only reason anyone knew anything about anomalies was because of the research branch that you four started to build.
Yes, and we developed ways to prevent anomalies, not create them.
You can't prevent something if you don't know where it's created in the first place.
So you did pick up a thing or two around us scientists.
Alls I know is, Arda didn't give two craps about anomaly prevention. You fought uphill the entire way.
Never thought I'd see the day where you'd sugarcoat anything coming out of your mouth. The Harmonic Disruption Research Lab was an abject failure. No, I wasn't involved, but I stood by and let it happen. By that point, the LIMP project was in a bad way. Either it found a breakthrough and justified the government resources it was sucking up, or the entire project was put down. Everything depended on this technological quantum leap that evaded us for decades. In response, all good sense went straight out the window. For every wonder pulled out of thin air, LIMP technology conjured increasingly greater horrors. But it was done in the name of progress, and we were powerless to stop it. The Harmonic Disruption Research Branch was all I could do to soften the atrocities Arda unleashed in the name of progress. I tried to clean up my mess, but I failed.
So she kind of blames herself. Alright, so this is link 4. Did she say we had 5 to do? I don't remember. Can I stop and grab that? I've never seen a purple one. Corrupted. Whoa. I did not like I took that one. Am I going the right way? Oh, because I stopped. Did I screwed it up, didn't I? Oh, this one's corrupted now? It won't charge my battery? I really stuffed up. Or maybe I missed. Is that because I missed one? Because there's no more sparky things. So maybe I only got a certain amount of time to get to the static.
Give us the signal, Tobias. Tobias, stay with us.
I got you on me. Friends. Well, what do you know? One time, I tried myself out at things to say. Bobby, take care of him for me.
Tobias!
Now Tobias died?
Practice. I love you forever.
I love you forever.
Power's back online. Francis, now!
Tobias, answer me. Please, Tobias, answer me.
Don't do it. You can't go out there. Driver, the power's holding steady. You can open that final gate.
Okay, can I quickly repair some of my panels though?
After the multi-stage evacuation of the Olympic Peninsula's 100,000-strong population, the records get sketchy. Once the region is swept clean of civilian eyes, the flow of information trickles to an eventual stop. Arda has always maintained that the evacuation was done in the name of national security, that there was simply nothing more patriotic than sacrificing your homes, with the communists plotting our demise across the Atlantic. Certainly not because there was any danger from the strange experiments happening inside, or situations most unnatural to witness. Arda kept a wide berth, displacing citizens far ahead of the front line, so first-hand accounts of things going awry were rare. But rumors spread fast, and everyone had some story about a distant relative whose pet changed in inexplicable ways, or a friend of a friend who followed strange lights into the woods and never returned. Once the civilians cleared out, the Arda employees moved in. Scientists, officials, support staff, and their families made the Olympic Exclusion Zone home, reaching anywhere from 300 to 1,000 in total at its peak. What any of them were doing in the zone was kept hush-hush, but the population just outside the walls found the secrecy irresistible. Every shipment of raw material, out-of-season weather pattern, and inexplicable light or sound became the talk of the town for the first decade of the zone's existence.
I wanted to fill my car up too. Oh, I hope Tobias lives.
The entire area got scrambled in instability. I'm afraid Tobias.
I told you. I told you, didn't I? We weren't ready. We should have planned it better. We should have known.
We did the best we could.
No, do not give me that. If we had, he'd be here with us.
I'm sorry, but we've got to help the driver.
Don't you dare. What? Wait, is this how you dealt with Alan's death? You put your head down and let Mort fill the gaps?
Actually, that's precisely what I did. And you'll recall the breakthrough in self-healing materials that I made that year.
Oh, well, good for you. I'm sure Alan would have been very proud of you using his death that way.
You know what? That whole pep talk I gave you before to convince you to go through with it. That's precisely the same crap Alan would tell me all the time. It's worth the sacrifice. Stay late, don't worry about me. Finish your work, then we can start a family. Always you spew that crap.
So why'd you say it to me?
Because he has to have been right. Because if I let myself think he was wrong, then I can't live with that regret. I gave everything for them. This is the last thing I'm holding on to for myself. Every single day I still think about how if I had left the zone when we had planned to, I wouldn't have lost Alan. I hoped that Limtech was done killing our own.
I'm sorry about Tobias.
Tobias was all I had. I need to sign off for a while.
We'll be here when you're ready. Glad you got through, driver. Power on that stabilizer, and I'll see you back at the garage.
Poor Francis. Poor Tobias. So I gotta go to the green thing, do I? And Oppie has given everything to this company. And she totally feels responsible for everything that's happened. And the remnants were made from the hallucinations of people? Nope, other way, other way, other way. Man, there was so much loot here. That was a bit sketch.
Welcome back. Now we know where the well is, but you're the first to step foot in the deep zone in over 15 years.
And I need more time to understand Alan's suppression method. So why don't you stretch your legs and chart the deep zone while you're at it? We'll need to map a way to the well as it is.
I'm guessing the well's over there. Poor Tobias. Okay, well, I think I'm going to leave today's episode there. I'll probably do some foraging for materials in the deep zone, unlock a bit of our nodes and things, and yeah, I guess we'll get to the well soon. I guess we're almost finished the game. We've had heaps of questions answered this episode, so that's been pretty cool. Alright, well, I hope you guys liked this episode. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. You guys have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one.